a lot of these dudes that play 8-man for us,
Yeah.
they gonna want to be like, hey, we trying to go over here and play.
Yeah.
You know, and coming from 11 men to 8 men, man, that's
It's a different.
that's I hate to say it, 11 man, my cup of tea.
All right, and welcome back to Texas Valley Sports Red Zone Podcast. With us today, we got a special guest from the RGV KINGZ, Robert Fufu Russell. How you doing today, Robert?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Yeah,
Happy
man.
to be here.
Yeah, man. So, how many years have you been with the RGV KINGZ?
This is going on our second year.
Yeah.
As far as a team, an organization, as far as with Coach King, me and him been rocking since 2015.
Okay.
So we've been cool with each other ever since then. So
Yeah.
that's a long time.
Yeah. I mean, you guys have together. You guys have an outstanding record together.
Yeah, together. Honestly, with me and him together, we got a total of really, let's see, 1, 2, 3 championships.
Okay.
All in TVS.
Oh, damn.
All in TVS. No other leagues or nothing like that.
I hear you there. Well, I mean, honestly, it's tough to win at TVS. So I mean, you definitely got recognition.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's because we were out 2 years.
Yeah.
2019 we went off, did the Dorados.
Yep.
We came back, had a little stumbling block. We couldn't, we sat out a year at TVS. So we made it a point to come back.
I hear you there.
I kind of feel if we would have stayed in here or came back, I think we'd have 4 now. If I'm not, we'd have 4. Not no mistaken if.
Yeah.
We would have had 4 right now in TVS.
I mean, and you never know. You're right. There was one time that you guys you advanced to the Dorados right after the league. After you won the championship with the Pitbulls.
Yeah.
You guys went and created the Dorados.
Yeah.
Right. Had you guys been in here that year, we never know what might have happened.
Yeah.
And then, of course, there was that 1 year, right, where you guys didn't play in the league either.
Yeah.
And who knows what would happen then. But
who knows, man. But
yeah, no, go ahead.
I think if we would have, honestly speaking, I think if we would have with the talent we had, a lot of people wanted to play with us and be coached by us, we would have had one then too.
Yeah. Yeah. So what is the plan now? Because from what I know, you guys have been sitting out for quite a bit.
Yeah, the plan now is, man, like before we couldn't. Every team we try to get them to play us, and everybody was like, no, or we'll see. Shouts out to Ray Guy and the Outlaws. They stepped up to it.
Yeah, they did.
And they did pretty good that game. They came a long way. They played us. That was the only game we could get.
Yeah. So
we was like, man, we've been sitting out, and we eager to go, eager to get out there, get back, get our guys going.
Yeah.
They've been sitting, just waiting. Some of them played this past season in TVS, and some sat out because they wanted to be fresh and ready for this. Our whole outlook is come here in TVS, the Super 8, play this, and go for that national championship. That's our main goal.
Yeah.
That's the main goal right there.
I want to talk about that too, because I think what was done was unprecedented, man. What was it, a 13 to 14-hour trip?
Yeah, it was 14 hours.
Okay.
14-hour trip for us, man. Went all the way to Springfield, Missouri to play QC.
Yeah. And
it was a lot of jaw-jacking on their end, but we was ready for it.
Yeah. It said Queen City by 50.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, we looked at it like, man, their fans was coming up to us after the game. All their fans were talking like, man, y'all are like a good team. Like, man, like even some of their players was like, I had one of their players tell me, hey, y'all really won this game.
Yeah,
honestly speaking,
a lot of the fans, they honestly, I'm gonna say this, that they loved the RGV KINGZ out there.
Yeah,
I'd never seen an away crowd embrace. I'd never seen a home crowd embrace the away team like they embraced y'all's team. It was crazy.
Yeah, and they really did, man. We enjoyed it. It was I think we ran into a lady. She was from West Texas.
Yeah,
and she lived there, and she was like happy to see a team from Texas come in and play, and and everything like that, man. We reached out to QC again, told me, hey, we need our lick back. But they was like, no, we done with y'all. We don't want to play y'all again. So, but it's cool, shout out to them,
Yeah. I see you wearing the hardware there.
Oh, yeah, man. I pull it out special occasions. I got to, I wear it now, and then people are looking at me, hey, what's that for?
Yeah.
They ask me, I'll tell them, and first thing, strike a conversation.
Right.
And they want to know, oh, really? Talk to a guy, he's in Austin, and then I was talking to him about it. He was like, man, maybe I need to come down there and play with y'all. Yeah. I was like, man, look, hey, we embrace everybody.
Yeah.
From, if you want to make that trip down here and play with us, the biggest thing with us is I hear from a lot of guys is the coaching.
Okay.
The coaching aspect, the coaches that we have on our group, and how we get along with our players and stuff like that.
The players need to be able to respect coaches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do. And
I think you and Benny there.
Yeah. I consider myself more of a player coach.
Yeah.
Coach King, he gonna tell it like it is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell it like it is too, but I'm gonna be more of a father figure first.
Yeah.
Joke around with you, play around with you, but I'm gonna let you know when I'm serious, and you'll know that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I hear you. What made y'all choose the purple and the cream gold kind of?
The purple and gold. We was playing with a lot of colors, and and for King's royalty is purple.
Right. Yeah.
And gold.
Yeah.
That was the main thing. That if you look at a lot of royalty and Kings and back in the days, purple was the main color, and gold. They always wore gold. Yeah. Everything was gold. And then we kind of looked at different things, and we looked up Alcorn State.
Right.
There's HBCU. They're gold and purple. There's
LSU.
Yeah, not them. And then I kind of gave them a throwback. The high school I went to in Corpus Christi Miller.
Yeah.
They're purple and gold. And if you kind of look, we kind of like got the same color scheme going on.
Okay.
Even though I was like, didn't want to do red because everybody do it. Didn't want to do baby blue because we already did it.
Yeah.
What can we do that nobody else has done here in the Valley? And purple was one of them.
Yeah.
And that's what we chose.
That's rare. You're right. Yeah. They're one of the rare colors on teams.
Yeah.
Shoot, I was hoping y'all would go orange. So.
Nah, man, we ain't gonna wear no orange. Then we look like wearing some county oranges. We ain't try to do that.
Did you check out the Colts versus Vipers game?
Yeah, I caught part of it, and shout out to both. Honestly, I played against them.
Yeah.
Back in the days, like when I first started doing semi-pro in Corpus with the South Texas Heat, we used to play the Houston Colts.
Okay.
And we used to drive to Houston to play them, and they would come to play us in Robstown.
Yeah.
So we played against them, man, and they've been good for a long time. Vipers, I played against them with a team called the Bulls one time. We went over there, played like it was a pickup game, tried to get some of our players. We all went, and we went to go play the Vipers. We hadn't practiced or nothing, and we lost. They were pretty good, and and what was crazy is that we had a Super Bowl quarterback on our team.
Oh wow!
He was the backup. I don't remember his name. He was the backup for Brady, the black dude. I can't even think of his name.
Oh man, okay.
I can't think of his name.
I remember the guy. I just don't remember his name.
He played that game. He got out the truck, man. He had that little ring on. We looking like, man, who the hell is this dude? And they were telling us, we was like,
hey, he didn't do bad though with the Patriots. I remember.
Nah, he didn't. And he was our quarterback that day. But we was, like I say, we was just joined with some other people to play them. Viper's been around a long time. Colts been around. That was a good game. And I watched the social media because I was laughing the whole time, man. The Vipers were wearing them out. But I already know how the Houston Colts get and what they do. They just sit back and chill, man. I've been knowing them a minute, and they come with it.
Yeah. No, I saw all that too. I saw the clowning, oh man, it was crazy.
It was, man. The Vipers, I was like, damn, what they Vipers was coming with it. I was like, man, get up off the ropes.
Yeah.
But I already knew, man, shout out to the Colts, they was going to come with it. They've been coming with it. It done died down now, so they didn't let them make it. They've already got all their little memes out and jokes. So,
going back to the first season of the Kings, right? That first season, y'all came in, y'all beat the two-time champion Far Phantoms that year.
Yeah.
Was that like a milestone that you guys? Because I know you had already won as the Pit Bulls, right?
Yeah.
Against the Phantoms to top it off, but here, was that more of a satisfying victory in that victory, or was the Pitbulls victory a more satisfying victory?
I'm going to say both.
Okay.
Were pretty much kind of like the same. The first time with the Pitbulls, if we recall, we had an incident before the championship game even started.
Oh, yeah.
Where I had a player, there was a player they didn't want to play because of some racial stuff that happened on social media, which is between two adults that had nothing to do with nobody else, and if they wanted to squash it, so we had that. Plus, during halftime, we had an altercation where we lost two more players. It was, winning that championship was satisfying.
Right.
And when we went into this one, kind of the same scenario. It was the same incident where, a player was being targeted that he shouldn't be there, bad look, image for the for the TVS and everything like that. And so we was like taking this personal. We took it personal, like, dude, come on, it's all about football. Nobody's getting paid out here. We're doing this for fun, and we coming in here to play. So we kind of took it personal. I took it personal, honestly speaking.
Yeah.
And after I sit back and look at it and everything, I took a lot of stuff personal toward an individual, certain people. And it comes a time you be like, you know what? Ain't no waste. It's you wasting your time doing that. Yeah. All that negativity and stuff like that. I done got past all that, like you always taught when you brought up, if you don't have nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all.
Yeah.
So I just chose now to just to, hey,
yeah,
chunk the dudes. You speak to me, I speak to you.
Peace. Yeah.
Respect. Yeah. That's how you to get respect, you got to earn their respect.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it turned into, and it was satisfying. I'm not even gonna lie. All the stuff went into this last championship with the fans. It was crazy, and
I agree.
We was happy, and for Coach King, he was happy too because everything that was going on. He's a real quiet, humble guy.
Yeah,
he don't say nothing. But me, I'm gonna say what I gotta say, and the fight go with it. Oh damn,
Yeah.
But that's just me, But he was happy about that, and that it was satisfying victory for the whole organization altogether from everything that was going on. So,
no, absolutely. This season here that's coming up, I mean, we got the San Antonio Demons, which for a lot of you guys that don't know out there, it's kind of a combination between the San Antonio Predators.
Hey, remember they call it Texas Demons. You say San Antonio, they get upset.
Oh, that's right.
They getting their feelings.
Never mind. Texas Demons. That's right. Yeah. Thank you for correcting me on that one. No, so the Texas Demons, which is a combination of the San Antonio Predators, Predators by 50, and Hill Country Legion. So this is going to be the first year where, they combine. You're going to have John Henry Houston, big guy.
Yeah.
But you're also going to have Raleigh Jones on that team. And Raleigh Jones, I mean, from what I understand, Raleigh has never really played against the Kings, I think, right?
Nah, he's never played against the King. He made.
He's expecting to do some damage here.
Yeah, he made a couple.
Raleigh's no joke.
He is. He's good. What's before we, let's backtrack a little bit. I coached against Riley recently to help out Ray Guy's team, the Outlaws, when they played 11-man.
Yeah.
Riley was with the Wolfpack. I was out there coaching the defense. In the beginning, we kind of like, honestly speaking, I wasn't going to let Riley run, so I was trying to scheme the defense to hold him, to contain him and everything. And then, it just fell apart at the end. But now, he did say he wanted to see, I heard Riley, say he wanted to see what the hype is about the Kings.
Okay.
And then we saw him in San Antonio at the arena game, and Riley was like, man, y'all just ain't never played me.
Yeah.
I was like, please don't say nothing like that. I'm saying in my head, don't say nothing. I know, Riley, you going to see this, and you're going to be like, oh, shit. But, when you say something like that to me, as far as being a defensive coordinator, now
shots fired.
You've lit a fire.
Okay.
That I'm gonna pass on to my guys, and they gonna be coming, man. Like they gonna be coming because when we played John Houston, them, and rest in peace to Chris.
Yeah.
Chris was like Predators by 50. I was like, what?
Wait a minute.
Damn. And like I told John Houston the other day, I say, man, That pressure by 50, man, don't work, man. You know what happened last time. You know, final score was 87-7.
Oh, my God.
I don't
even remember the score.
Yeah, we remember the score because we was like, wait a minute, they said they're going to beat us by 50? Nah, man, then we ain't finna let that happen.
Man, that's crazy.
But, yeah, it's waiting to play them, you know. And I think they have a good squad.
We got the Texas Demons. Yeah. We got the STX Outlaws.
Yeah.
We got, what's the names? Waco Tornadoes.
Yeah.
We got the Central Texas Sentinels.
Yeah.
Which they're out of Temple and Killeen area.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's Super 8, right? For Power 8, we got Del Rio Horns coming in.
Okay.
And then we got the Houston team as well. Houston Panthers at some point coming in here.
Okay.
So it's looking positive. It's looking good to close out this year.
Yeah.
Do you expect there to be a huge challenge this year for you guys?
We always step into every game that it's going to be a challenge, regardless. Because why? We don't know nothing about these guys. Mm-hmm. We don't know nothing about their players. We don't know nothing about their coaches. Now, the Outlaws, man, they better not sleep on them boys over there, Ray. Hey, Ray be having them right, you know, and they give us a good game. We play them. And so that's a challenge. We're going to have a challenge with everybody because we look at it like we trying to beat everybody and everybody trying to beat us. Everybody trying to beat everybody.
Yeah.
You know, and, hey.
Yeah.
We with the action over here.
Yeah. So here's my other question, too. So, obviously, you know, some of the Kings players have played on the Silverbacks before as well. And, you know, you always get people talking about, hey, have the Kings play the Silverbacks. Have the Kings. But we've already seen that, right? We've already seen that in
yeah, we just seen that
2022.
Yeah, 2022 when we played them, you know, and it's like everybody, we want to see Kings play the Silverbacks. Well, okay, if y'all want to see it, they ain't left up to us. The other party got to agree to it because we'll do it. Yeah. But in doing that, key people that did play for the Silverbacks are going to play with us. Yeah. You know, that's going to keep it 100 with that. You know, hate to say it, but that's how it goes. Yeah. You know, back a couple of interviews back, I saw you had CJ on there, and CJ said it plain as day. You know, if FAR ain't doing nothing, I'm going to play with the Kings. If the Kings ain't doing nothing, I'm going to play with FAR. Yeah. Point blank. Which we cool with. We ain't never had an issue with anybody playing with anybody else.
Right.
We want to see everybody succeed. But all in all, a lot of these guys are going to, you know, come more to us. And like I say, it all goes back to that coaching aspect, you know. And they feel welcome. They feel, you know, coaching-wise, they're getting coached properly. They're getting taught something, you know. And a lot of these guys, same thing. We brought the Dorados back. Yeah. You remember last summer, and we played some game. A lot of those guys played with us. Yeah. You know, we went to go play. You know, and we took some new people, you know, with us and everything like that. And that's the thing, man. They like, it's a good bond that we have, you know.
Yeah. No, and I've always said, you know, it's already a tough road to become a champion, right?
Yeah.
But I think what's even tougher is maintaining the crown. Right? So, like, continuing to be a champion is tough.
Yeah.
In fact, it could be even tougher than getting to become a champion.
Yeah, it is.
Because, I mean, now everybody's gunning for you, right?
Yeah.
And that's one challenge that I see where, you know, okay, the Silverbacks, you know, they're a one-time champion here at Texas Valley Sports.
Yeah.
Can they win a back-to-back, right? Because the FAR Phantoms did it. You know, you got the Kings have done it too. They won the 2022 championship and the Super 8 as well. You know, go to the national championship game. So now I'm curious to see if the Silverbacks will ever play the Kings here at TVS at some point. You know, even though we've seen this back in 2022, but maybe with any of their new recruits and all that stuff, maybe they do stand a better chance against the Kings.
Yeah, and like. It would have happened, like, you know, outside of TVS and the other league. Mm-hmm. It would have happened. We tried to join, and, you know, we weren't allowed to join.
Yeah, I heard about that, yeah.
And that was an opportunity. We were just trying to get some work in. we want to keep our guys ready and keep going and everything like that. So, so we sat out, and a lot of people was like, I hear a lot of my players are texting, man, F this, F that, them dudes there, they scared of us, they don't want to play us. I was like, look, though, hey, oh well. The time will come, if Silverbacks decide, hey, you know what, let's step up to this challenge to play these Kings again, and with what we got. To us, and I think another team said it, in order to be a good team, you got to challenge yourself. Yeah. You got to play a good team. Yeah. Like in the NFL, a lot of people didn't want to play the Patriots. Yeah. Patriots was a good team. But they played them. Yeah. You got to play a good team to get to see where your team is. Even shout out to Del Rio, they hit us up. They want to play a scrimmage. Yeah. Because they want to see where they at.
They want to see where they're at, exactly.
And what they need to improve on. Yeah. That's the only way you make to make a team better. Yeah. And if you go out there and put on a good show, that helps with your recruitment. Yeah. As far as recruiting your players to come play.
Because I know the Silverbacks do want to challenge themselves. Or at least on paper it looks like it, because I think their intent is to join the TUFA, right? Where I'm going to be the assistant commissioner going forward here in 2024. Yeah. So, to me, it's interesting. The Silverbacks joining the TUFA means you're trying to get some good competitive games here, because that's what's going to happen in the TUFA.
TUFA ain't no pushover.
It's not.
I came into the TUFA after winning a championship in the Craffle. Yeah. With the Land Sharks. Whatever happened. Came back. I came with the Ducks. Yeah. And joined with them, and we played in the TUFA. Yeah. And I ain't gonna lie, we was giving them boys a run for their money. We went to Austin, played. That's a challenge. Yeah. We went to Austin. If I'm not mistaken, we went to Austin 48 deep.
Oh wow.
To play the extreme. Weather kind of pushed the game, but we were putting it to them. And we was fighting in a little room because it was raining and lightning. They didn't want to let us in. And we was like, man, we ain't going no damn well. We could have sit right here just like y'all. Whoop our ass. And in the TUFA, you're going to have a challenge. You're going to have a challenge. Because I watched the South Texas Outlaws, man. They had to travel to Round Rock, to Austin, to San Antonio, all these places to play, Houston to play. Mm-hmm. And they was going with little numbers. Yeah. But they would still show up and play. Yeah. They got people hurt and stuff like that.
You got to be able to travel in TUFA.
Hey, shout out to them Silverbacks. If y'all going to do it, you got to make sure you stacked with at least 40 or something committed people that's going to travel every weekend somewhere.
Well, and that's why I think we should make it easy to start off with. So, for example, one of the things I'm going to talk to Pam about is, hey, these guys will be a new team in the league. Let's introduce them to 11-man football here, because they've been playing 8-man a lot. Let's introduce them to 11-man. Let's give them a local game first. Let's give them the Kings first if y'all jump into 11-man. Or let's give them the Phantoms first if they jump into 11-man. Yeah. I think that's the way I would recommend them to start. In fact, I might see that Pam might do that, actually.
Yeah, so, and Pam's, she a good owner of a league, and I think she will, we'll get him. But once you get ready to travel, that's what it's going to come in and tow. Yep. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to travel anywhere outside the Valley, from here to San Antonio, here to Corpus, which I think Ray Guy's not doing 11-man anymore. Okay. I think he said. I know in San Antonio, a lot of those guys, from what I hear, they love 8-man. Yeah. So now you got the other teams that's over there, the Titans, and they was in another league. Who's to say they're going to get in the TUFA? They're going there. You got to travel 4 to 5 hours to go play. Are you going to have those committed people to go? Are you going to turn people away that want to play that can't, make your practices or anything like that? You need all hands on deck when it comes to 11-man.
Oh, my God, yeah.
You got to.
Everybody's got to be able to make the game.
You're going to look like the Laredo Stars. They traveled to Houston and got beat 120-0. I would have quit at halftime if it was already 80 points. Like, nah, man, I'm out of here, man. Y'all can have this game. Let's cut this short right now. Yeah. But they stayed there and played.
And that's why, if they get a local game first, that'll be a great, way to see all of their players show up because, I mean, it's home.
Yeah.
And if and that's another question. Do you think the RGV Kings jump into 11-man?
We've talked about it.
Okay.
And we kind of like, we don't know really because, this our main focus right now is
because I heard a rumor that you guys might want to jump into 11-man, and I heard a rumor that the Phantoms might jump into 11-man too.
It's up in the air.
Yeah.
But, our focus right now is Super 8 and its national championship. 8-man, I brought it up. I mean, 11-man, I brought it up before. I did it. And one of the biggest things in 11-man is, the Land Sharks, they had a good thing going. A lot of people want to go play there. And if you can get a lot of people to put their egos to the side.
Yeah.
And I got to be, I'm the one with the bigger balls. Let me run this team type of attitude. You can combine and have one of the greatest teams out of the RGV. It's a lot of talent here.
I agree.
Like, a lot. But it's too many people that want to be in charge.
Yeah.
I got to be the coach. I got to be this. I got to be that. I got to do this. I want this player to play. It got to be this way. It got to be that way. And you got to look into it, man. It's a lot of money entailed in that. 11-man insurance, finding your field. And you got to have a field with goalposts.
You got to have goalposts. Yeah.
You have to. Proper lighting. You got to have your refs.
Yep.
In the TUFA, man, it's a lot of stuff that you got to do for 11-man.
Yeah.
So my biggest thing is, hey, Phantom come in, they'll be a good team that can play 11-man.
Yeah.
Silverbacks come in, you just build a team up. Kings come in, we already know how that's gonna go, man. It's a lot of these dudes that play 8-man for us.
Yeah.
They gonna want to be like, hey, we trying to go over here and play.
Yeah.
And coming from 11-man to 8-man, man, that's
it's a different.
Yeah, that's I hate to say it, 11-man, my cup of tea.
So I've seen a lot of games where you'll put a spanking on a team, right? And then you have some of the players afterwards from the other team tell you, hey man, we'll come and play 11-man. Like if something's going to change, something be different.
Yeah.
Do you feel that a team, let's say for example, a team that loses that bad to you on in an 8-man is going to fare any better in 11-man with you?
Hey, you only missing 2 people, so no. Come on.
You think the end result would be the same?
It's going to be the same outcome because you got to plug in 2 more people. Just say those 2 people you plug in is talented enough to fill in those spots that you need.
Yeah.
What's going to happen? You're going to get the score ran up on you.
Yep.
You're going to look like the Laredo Stars, man. I'm always going to go back to that, man. They was taking a beating this past season and the season before that.
Yeah.
Do
you feel, let's say, for example, let's just do a pretend scenario. The Kings go in 11-man.
Okay.
We know the top teams in the 2 for right now are the Colts, the Vipers, the Bison, and the Cardinals right now. Something like that. Do the Kings beat those teams?
Yeah. I'm confident that we could if we had an 11-man team. Because, for one, I already beat the Bison twice with the Ducks. Colts, I think we lost to them by 14.
Okay. As another team, right? Never as the Kings.
Not as the Kings.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, that any team is beatable.
Yeah.
If you got the right person or the right scheme, what you're trying to do.
Gotcha.
And a lot of these teams, they like to, from what I've seen in the TUFA, a lot of them like to throw that long ball. Yeah. There's not too many teams that want to run the ball.
Yeah.
And if you got a good running back, good fullback, you're going to run the ball.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's your run game open up your pass game.
Yeah.
And your pass game open up your run game. So you're going to have to pick your poison, especially if you got a good quarterback that can take their reins and work their team. Your defense, you got an aggressive defense that's going to play and listen. Man. It can be. I think we'll give them a run for their money. The Colts, we'll give them a run for their money.
What team would you like to see in 8-man? Like, what team would you say, hey, that team right there should come to 8-man here?
8-man outside of here?
Yeah.
The The prime they did 8 man, but
yeah,
I like to see the prime. We'd like to play them.
Okay, that's who you like to play?
Yeah, we'd like to play the prime.
Okay.
You know, but prime got out of 8 man. They're doing 11 man.
They're doing 11. Yep.
Yeah. You know, I'd like to see possibly the Red Raiders.
Okay.
Why? Because I know a couple of dudes that play for them, and them dudes like to talk.
Okay.
Oh my God! But hey, that's all part of football.
Yeah.
You know, I like to see them. It has to be teams from Houston and up north, the Dallas area. You know, like shout out to Eddie and the Waco team. You know, I had already been on him, man, for the longest. Hey, you know, keep your team going, keep them busy. You know, they had a league up north. You know, playing inside of the soccer fields or whatever, indoor soccer facilities.
Right.
Which, you know, shout out to them. But hey, to me, that's unsafe. You know, no paddings and nothing like that. Something could happen. You know,
that's right. They had the walls and stuff too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you know, with Eddie coming in, and I told him, man, look, it's the same concept except ain't no walls, man. It's fun.
Yeah.
You know, you outside.
Yeah.
You yell, scream, holler, your fans up close and personal.
Yep.
You know, it's
a nice vibe. It's
it is, man. It's a good vibe.
Yeah. Let's bring up the Pit Bulls, right? Because let's go back to the Pit Bulls. And a lot of people don't remember this, but you're right. The Far Phantoms were pretty stacked as far as arena players go.
As the Hammerheads, I had to reach out to corporates to get players to come play. I had to wait for players to lead the team to come play.
Right.
You know, and we came in, you know, everybody was complaining that we wasn't going to pay our fee. Donna was recruiting. Far was like, hurry up, kick them out. I was like, man, hold up. We're going to pay our fee. Hold on. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. We got together as a team and paid that.
Yeah. Military check, remember that?
Oh, man, that dude there, man. Oh, the military check, man. They going to bring it. The guy he looked you right in the face. The guy be here tonight to bring it.
Yeah.
Okay. That motherfucking check ain't made it here yet.
So, all right, Fufu. So, I'm gonna rewind it back a bit, right?
Yeah.
And one thing I'm gonna say was, I think, because I had asked you earlier, you know, what victory was more satisfying, right? The 2022 victory, where you won the championship, or the 2018 championship with the Pit Bulls. And to me, I saw it way more significant when it was the Pit Bulls. That's just me personally, because of the fact that the Phantoms were this team, right, that had a lot of arena players in it.
Yeah.
Tell us about your team, because were there any arena players, period, or anything like that?
With the Pit Bulls, we had none.
Okay.
You know, going into that, like, if we can backtrack, going back into that season with the Pit Bulls, we had a lot of adversity then. Because one of the main thing was, it was a big ordeal about us having players strictly from the Valley. You know, everybody wanted to make sure I had players from the Valley. Yeah. And to the point where I got everybody's ID.
You made a whole red binder.
Contract, and I made a binder with everybody's ID contract, you know, because it was like, oh, he's getting players outside the Valley.
Right.
He's trying to win. He's trying to do this, make sure they all live. You know, they moved here.
Right.
Darius was one. Darius moved here. Tim already lived here. Marcus was here.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, what else? What else do y'all want?
Right.
Those, you know, all those guys live here, and everybody else that was on my team was from here, and that I had a relationship with. Yeah. That since I moved to the Valley, you know, the Ardonis brothers, Victor, Abel, Ernie, played with them when I first moved here. Played with them with the Brownsville Outlaws. Yeah. You know, they wanted me to play. I went over there and played with them, and hey, we built a good relationship. We had our differences at one point, but you know, we squashed that, and we had no arena players. Only thing I did from 2017 to 2018 was I was still learning the game. Right. So what better person for me to go to in 8-man was Coach King, which is my boy. Yeah. You know, and I was like, hey, like, bro, would you like to help me coach? I need some help. You know, I don't know too much about this offense. You know, can you help me? You know, arena style. What can you do? Yeah. You know, and we we had no arena players on our team. We had athletes. We had people that wanted to play. And that's because we lost one of our key DBs, Tay Valdez, from Ed Couch, because he had left to the military. If he would have stayed in, he would have won DB of the year.
I see. Yeah, I do remember Tay.
Man, and we had a receiver that never came back, that came out, that was going to play. He never came, you know, and it was just a lot of local guys that wanted to play.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's all it was. None of this. Nobody was from arena.
Yeah.
Nobody had played arena. You know, it was
had
all
Rudy in there. You had Trini. You had
Trini. You had San Benito, guys from San Benito.
Right.
Mike
Lucian
Thomas.
was in there too. Lucian Williams.
Yeah, Lucian. Mike Thomas, El Lobo Negro.
Oh, yeah. I remember
he was from Austin, I think, but he lived down here. So he was down here working. So he lived here.
Yeah.
You know, and we did hear a little chitter-chatter about, oh, man, he getting all the brothers on his team. Well, shit, I'm black. You know, I'm going to reach out to the guys that I know and, hey, do you want to play?
Yeah.
You know, and we started out in the beginning with a lot of people that wanted to join us when we became the Pit Bulls. You know, came and joined the team. He wanted to join the team, and he left and went back to and played with Farr, which I was cool with. Like, dude, I ain't got no hard feelings.
Yeah.
You know, hey, that you do you. You know, I didn't have no hard feelings. You know, but that championship was satisfying. And it was great accomplishment, you know, for us, you know, as a team, that first team to go undefeated.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
10-0.
We didn't lose a game, and we was putting up high numbers.
Yeah.
You know, and we made it entertaining because everybody was showing up to the game to see what the Pit Bulls going to do if somebody scored.
Yeah.
Because we was doing everything out there,
the
man.
rowboat,
we were celebrating. You know, we made it. It was fun.
Yeah.
So that was our thing, to make it fun for everybody. We made it fun for the fans that came out to watch the game.
Yeah.
You know, even to my water boy, you know, at the time, Rex De La Garza. Now he's doing big things. Right now he's going to be a freshman at I think McAllen Memorial.
Okay.
You know, kid's been playing football. His dad allowed me, you know, hey, can you bring him to be our water boy so he can experience something to see, you know, and that's what he did, you know. He was there. He got a ring. That's you know, cool. He got a ring. You know, that kid was at every game that he could make when he wasn't playing football.
Man, that's awesome.
You know, so yeah,
that's really awesome, man. And of all the coaches, because you've played against all the TVS teams, right? But of all the coaches back in season 2, who was the funnest to coach against?
The funnest to coach against.
You had
I gotta say it was you know, it was them dudes dressed like some cable guys.
The Hard Engine Dragons coach.
The Dragon, you know, against, you know, hey, Mike and
Joey and
all them, because I had coached against Joey before in 11 man.
Yeah.
But it was good to coach against them.
Okay.
You know, and we always catch flack about that game. Oh man, y'all got lucky, and hey, I ain't no referee. I ain't got nothing to do with the refs.
Yeah.
They made the call. Hey.
So had that guy declared, that would have been a victory for the
Hard they would have beat us. Yeah. They would have beat us.
But you have to, people got to understand, you get a W, you got to take it, and you got to go. It's not like you were going to go out there and say, hey, man.
Yeah, let him make it, man.
Had he raised his hand, you know.
You know, it's overturn that. Nah, it's like, hey, I didn't notice it.
Yeah.
But the ref noticed it.
Yeah.
You know, so the ref threw the flag, gave us another opportunity.
Yeah.
All right, that closed it out.
Yeah.
You know, and that was the end of it. And it was the whole thing, man. Like, oh, man, that's not fair, and blah, 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 blah.
Hey,
like, look, hey, the rule was the rule. It happened, you know, and all we wanted to do, after we beat them, we was like, okay, we didn't pretty much beat everybody. We just missing one team, and we ended up getting them in the playoffs, and that didn't go too well for them.
Yeah, no, I hear you there. So what about you coached against Joey Hinojosa. You coached against Fidel Garcia.
Yeah.
You coached against Joe Perez.
Yeah. 2 times.
2 times?
Because he was coaching the Hellcats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was the funnest team to beat Like of all the teams, not the team that you necessarily, wanted to beat, but like the team that you were like, man, I'm gonna have fun with this win.
I think it was when we played the Hellcats because we was like, they don't even need to be out here. You might well stay at home, man. Why y'all coming out here to play us, man? We already had an issue with one of their players. He had got into my players, so it was a whole big – they wanted to fight him and stuff like that. But we was like, you know what? We all going to take our turns whooping his ass out there. But it was fun. All the games was fun, but that one was fun.
Yeah.
That one was fun,
Now, all right, Fufu, so I know I'm bouncing several places, but – it's just so much that I would like to cover. And recently, because I know right now, obviously, when two great teams play each other, there tends to be tension that builds and stuff like that. But, like, most recently, I think this past season, I think one of the players on the Kings tried to punch one of the Phantoms on a sideline. Do you have any insight on that, or you have any words to say on that?
I think it would. Yeah, I'll speak on that. As far as we was there at the game. Yeah. And I remember the game to the point. We was out there. It was the Phantom and the Silverbacks.
Yeah.
And we were there. And
so the Phantoms were playing the Silverbacks.
They were playing the Silverbacks. Okay. So we was out there. I had just got back, and we had a couple of us had our rings on. We was out there,
Yeah.
Hey, doing what you do. You show out because, you done won.
Yeah.
And one of my players, he was dealing with a bunch of BS from certain people from Forest team, players, coaches, whatever, et cetera.
Gotcha.
And, all the bickering and talking, trying to get him kicked out the championship game and this, that, and the other. Well, it was, we out there, we cheering, we just yelling, having fun.
Right.
And it got to a point where a player walked by, act like he was relieving himself to us.
Damn. Okay.
Say that's why we sucked and that's why we lost the national championship game. And at that point, that's when we was like, you know what, fuck this shit. Honestly speaking.
Yeah.
It was like, I hate to say it like that, but it was like, nah, man, look, you're not going to keep trying to disrespect us.
Yeah.
And us not going to say nothing or do anything. And the game was over. And we all walked over there. Me, myself, I did also. Like I say, you grow from certain things, and it just went haywire. And it was like, shout out to Martha and his wife. They was like, hey, y'all leave the field, please. Yeah. We don't want. I was like, nah, we good. We already good. We just gonna go out here to our cars in the parking lot.
Right.
Stand out to our car. We come. They come out and tell us, hey, y'all need to leave the property because they don't want to leave outside the gate because of the fear that y'all have firearms. State of Texas, everybody, pretty much carries a firearm, but we wasn't even about nothing like that. We grown men and adults. If it would have came down to a fist fight, it would have happened like that.
Yeah.
Win, lose, or draw. Get it over with. And like I say, from that point on to now, I done grew because, and all of us have, because we know people going to talk regardless.
Yeah.
Instead of us getting, like, we felt kind of us like we didn't get the support that we really wanted from our local people here because they didn't like certain people or like us for whatever, it kind of like put a sour taste in our mouth. So when we came back, we still felt that way,
Gotcha.
And honestly speaking, when we went to QC, of course, we had players that played with FAR, play with us. We had players, so we gelled. We played.
Yeah.
So we were there. And we was like, okay, you supporting the team, the area, or you just supporting your people, And it was more of let me support my people, and they taking all these players with them to go play. That's why when we released a little video of our little journey over there, you see in the beginning of the video on the Kings page, it shows all the screenshots.
Okay.
Of everything that was said and sent to us, of what was said, and to this day, honestly, I have nothing against FAR as in general, as a whole, the coaches, whatever, No, but don't, at that time, we were like, don't try to see us in person,
right?
Be friendly with us, but then you jump and talk behind our back.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like I say, that was then, this is now.
Yeah.
You know, when you get, the older you get, the more you grow from it.
Right.
And I grew a lot from it, man, like a lot, because it was like, you know what, if I see that, like I'm finna whoop his ass, but what am I gonna benefit off of that? I'm not gonna lose my career by doing this.
Right.
You know, I'm not gonna lose my job. I'm not gonna mess up my life and everything that I got over just a person talking.
Yeah.
You know, so now it's like, you know, like I say, it's a respect thing. You respect me, I respect you. You speak to me, I speak to you. If not, okay, I'm not gonna lose no sleep. We look at it like when you do something like go play a national championship and you putting on for your area, it should be everybody want to see that team go over there and do that.
Yeah.
You know, 14 hours. You know, and it didn't happen. So, hey, so we was there and words got exchanged and it got heated. And it happens. Yeah. It happens. And, you know, and after that, it was like, cool, man, we done with it, man. It's a waste of our time. Let it go. Yeah. You know, hey, sweep it under the rug, let it go. It's over and done with. We ain't gonna waste our time on it no more.
Oh, well, thanks for answering that question, man. And honestly, Fufu, thank you for coming on the show. You know, we'll have you on here again, hopefully with other Kings players out here at some point. Yeah, man. And again, I appreciate you coming on the show. I wish you luck here with the RGV Kings. I know they got some big games coming up. So
yeah, we got to get ready for the Demons because they on the clock, Riley.
Demons
on the clock. You know, hey, they are on the clock. When we put you on the clock, hey, you are on the clock.
Tick, 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 tick,
tick. Nah, but it's gonna be a good game, you know, because John Houston, of course, is gonna be.
I don't know, man. They're combining forces. They may be a challenge for you,
man. Long as they don't have that receiver I saw do something crazy that was with Hill Country. I don't know what the hell he did. He lined up and did a dance move and took off running. So as long as y'all ain't got him, hey,
don't play that guy.
Yeah, man, because that was hilarious, man. Like, but nah, we gonna get ready for it. We get active tomorrow. Our first practice is tomorrow, and everything, cool. And we're gonna be ready to go.
Sounds good, man. Well, thank you again, Fufu, for coming on the show.
Yeah.
And we'll have you again at some point.
Yeah, no problem. But you already know, R.I.P. Big Pokey. Got to put that out there, my boy.
R.I.P. Big Pokey. All right, guys, take care.
All right.